Hi, welcome back. This is Rhonda, and today we're going to make chicken curry. So we had a little bit of a glitch in the situation. I tried to do this earlier, and I opened up the chicken, started making it, put in a couple pieces, and all of a sudden I smelled the chicken not right. So then I had to smell it again, turn off the camera, said to my husband, hey, does this chicken smell weird to you? I let him smell the package. He said, yes, it does. So went into the garbage, went out to the store, returned the package. They gave me my money back, went to a different store, got chicken, had to get some more coconut milk, and here we are back making chicken curry. Now this is quick chicken curry. This is not the type of chicken curry that's going to have a whole bunch of vegetables and stuff. This is just a very quick chicken recipe, and I think everybody will enjoy it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to adjust the camera down, and I'm going to show you how I get started on this. So you need to buy coconut milk, not coconut water. It must be coconut milk. And you're going to want to shake the cans up because it does tend to get thick, which is fine. So if you buy the organic or even the one that's not organic, sometimes you will have some thickening, some chunks, and that's normal. That's why I shook it up as much as possible. So I'm going to put one can in, and then I'm going to put in another can. And the type of can opener I'm using is this type, because I don't want to have to try to pour it through little tiny holes, because there might be some clumps, which is normal and to be expected. And actually, I think the more organic you go on this stuff, the more clumpy it is. Now, I have sometimes bought, they have it in something that looks like a milk carton. That's fine too. So today I'm using the canned and then I'm scraping here, making sure I get all the chunks. I have to go rinse off my hands. Okay, so I'm going to add some curry, a generous amount, because I like it very flavorful of curry. Now, this is just the curry you get from the regular grocery store, but if you go to some of the other markets that have the traditional curry, you can get bags of, it comes in bags, sometimes it comes in other type of containers, but I had some of the store-bought stuff, so I wanted to go ahead and use that up first. And my husband did order me some authentic curry that is different and more tasty, but I wanted to use up the store stuff first, and then he ordered me some stuff from, the region where the curry is made. So, okay, now I'm going to use turmeric powder. So this is really, really good stuff. And actually, turmeric is good for inflammation. So I'm going to take this spoon. This is the authentic good stuff from one of those markets that have a variety of world foods. So I'm going to put in some turmeric. And then I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to take my fork and I'm going to mix this very well to the point where it's completely mixed up. Because I don't want chunks of, you don't want chunks of spice. Set that aside. Hope everybody's having a good day today. I'm glad that I have fresh ingredients now. I opened up the chicken, I smelled the chicken is good. So, a good rule of thumb, I think with chicken or fish, open up, before you even decide to cook this, open it up, smell it, make sure you're good to go before you start plopping it into ingredients that cost you a lot of money. So, I know better, but sometimes you get in a hurry, and I put that chicken down and I'm like, ah. So, everybody out there, learn from my mistake and double check. As long as we didn't eat it, that would have been a bad situation. Okay. So now I'm taking this mixture I'm going to take a 9x13 casserole dish, and I'm going to put this mixture into the casserole dish. Try to scrape this all out. Okay. And then I have rice. So the type of rice you're going to want is I have it in a big container. So it came in like a big bag because I got it in bulk. It came in a big bag, and then we put it in like one of these oversized pretzel containers that were empty. So I'm going to do 1.5 cups. So here's a cup, and here's half. So this is jasmine rice. If you want to use a different type of rice, you can, but to make it really taste very good, you're going to want to use jasmine. So usually at the regular store you can find jasmine rice now. It used to be years ago I could only go to the places that had food from around the world to find it, but now it's pretty readily available. So what I'm doing is I'm just mixing my rice up thoroughly in here, making sure it gets totally saturated, and I'm using a fork because I'm trying to separate the rice because I want it to be everywhere. By the way, I have preheated my oven to 400 degrees. Now, important thing, most ovens, I don't know about your oven, but most ovens, it's a good idea to have it preheated, because if you go ahead while it's preheating and put in your food, you might burn your food because it gets really hot really fast, and then it'll reduce and then go to the temperature exposed to. So always make sure that you preheat ahead of time. So I'm going to put on some gloves because I don't really like handling poultry barehanded. I do sometimes, but if I can avoid it, I will. And then I'm going to grab my chicken that I already smelled, and I made my husband smell it before I got started this time. So everybody smelled the chicken. It's good. All right. So now I'm going to put, I have 4 pieces of chicken thighs. I'm going to put them in here. And I'm kind of just going to give it a little bath. Make sure that the meat's all saturated with the curry. Okay, and then I'm going to take that fork and I'm going to just kind of make sure that I don't have like the pieces of rice necessarily on. I don't want the rice to burn. So kind of make sure it's not on there, but I want to just make sure that I do have the liquid. I'm going to grab that spoon. Maybe a little bit easier. Grab the spoon without the rice. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to clean this up before I put it in here so I don't have sides of stuff burning. I'm going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees. It's probably going to end up taking an hour, but we will check it along the way. I will show you what it looks like along the way, so I will see you. Okay, so we're going to check inside the oven, see how the chicken's coming along. Okay, it's coming along good. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of the oven for a second and move some stuff around so you can see. Normally I would do this inside the oven, but I want you to be able to get a good look at what I'm doing. So, it's been about 30 minutes, and I said it's probably going to take an hour. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn this chicken over. I was going to use tongs, but I think the fork is working just fine. I'm turning this over. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. Make sure that I have enough liquid. And it appears that I need to add a little bit of water to this because the rice has to finish cooking completely. So I'm going to pause this and I'm going to add a little bit of water. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of liquid. I probably could have gotten away with 1 cup of rice. I did 1.5 cups, but I definitely could have gotten away with just 1 cup of rice, and I probably would have had plenty for this amount. But sometimes, you know, from time to time, you might not remember. But at least I won't have to worry about running out of rice, that's for sure. Okay, so I got more liquid in here. I'm going to put it back in the oven. I'm going to keep a close eye on it. I think at this point I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes because in the end I want the skin side up. So I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes. So we will see. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over now again. And this time it's going to go ahead and be skin side up. I want to have it get browned. And you could do this in the oven, but I took it out of the oven just for show, you know, so that you can see it easily. And then I'm going to continue to mix it up some more. Oh, excuse my phone ringing. And then I'm going to pop this back in the oven. Okay, so the chicken is ready, and when I was off camera, the phone had rung, and I got off camera for a minute. I did end up adding a little bit, probably like maybe that much water, a little bit more water, because I don't want the rice to get dried out. So I'm going to put some, so how you serve this up is you put some chicken down, grab some of the rice, and I am not a chicken eater. It doesn't agree with me, so, but I will try some of this rice in just a sec. Okay, I'm going to try some rice. Very good. Yum. I love the taste of curry. Like I said, I don't eat chicken, so I'm not going to go ahead and eat the chicken, but I did taste the rice and it's very delicious. And the whole house smells very good because I love the smell of curry. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it gives you a good idea for a quick meal that doesn't require a lot of attention to it, but it comes out very tasty. Thank you for those of you who subscribe to my channel. If you don't subscribe to my channel and you like this content, please subscribe to my channel. It's free, and like it. And have a great evening. Bye-bye.